Hi everyone, this is Angela, and this week's lesson 10, I want to talk about stress management. So, in this lesson, we will discuss the warm up, the goals, and the rationale. So, stress management has been very important to me because I deal with clients, customer service for more than 10 years, and I've worked in different industries, and I've seen different situations, I've dealt with different people, and basically each day is a challenge, but I've tried to cope with these challenges. And of course, with these challenges, there comes stress. So, stress, this is a key word to me, and I try to deal with it on a day to day basis, trying to make myself more calm and not to put so much on myself. So, with that being said, I want to share a warm up that I've done for a couple of years, and it has really helped me to make myself more calm, more relaxed, and understand what I actually am going through, the stress. So, the warm up that I want to share here is that at the end of the day of each day, either it's a school day or a work day or just in general, I take a small piece of paper and I write down three challenges that I have dealt with that day, and I would write beside it what is stressing me. So after that, I would try to eliminate the ones that I feel I don't need to stress about. Because I feel that sometimes I'm an overthinker and I overstress myself way too much. And by doing that, it's not a healthy environment. It's quite toxic, I believe, and I feel that emotionally, physically, mentally, it's draining my mind. So I try to write out 3 to 5 things what stresses me that day, and I try to cross out what I should not be stressing about. And I've done this for a couple years, and I feel that it's really helped me to evaluate my own mindset, make me calmer, make me more relaxed, make myself understand more what I actually really need to concentrate on. So, with that being said, going to goals. Goals, I have 3 goals that I wanted to achieve. So, the first one is coping with goals. So, basically, coping with goals is different methods, using different methods, and the most frequent methods I've used is exercise, going on walks, talking to a friend, meditation, and breathing. So these are the goals. Sorry, these are the ways that I would cope with goals. So exercise really helps me relax. I build a good sweat, and I really am able to like clear my mind. Either yoga, cardio, running. I try to switch it up, and it really relaxes my mind. And the other one is meditation and breathing. I know this sounds kind of boring, but meditation is actually, I see, very important because meditation while breathing gives you time to relax your mind. I try to do this every day, every night before I go to bed. So I would choose a place, either it's my room or somewhere that's quiet. You dim off the lights and you really relax your mind, let go of things, and try not to think of work or school. Really relax your mind. So, meditation is a very good way of dealing with stress management. The second goal is not taking other stress. So, in that saying, there's a saying that I've learned from a friend, and I think it's pretty good, so I want to share it here. So my friend, once we were talking about stress, and my friend tells me that think of it as your mind as a suitcase. So when we go to airports, when we travel, we have to take a suitcase to put our things in. And most of the times when we go to the desk to check in our luggages, the person will tell you, oh, sorry, ma'am or sir, your luggage is too heavy. So you need to take things out, otherwise they'll be overweight. So I feel this is a very good comparison because I find that with stress, we put too much stuff in that suitcase, which is our mind, and then it gets overflowed and it gets overweight, too heavy, and that's what's causing our mind to be even more heavier. So taking things out that you don't need, only putting things in that suitcase what you need to get through the day is very important. So open that sometimes, try to open that suitcase and think, oh, okay, what do I need to take out that day? What do I actually need to proceed to make my day more efficient, more flow, not giving ourselves more obstacles. So this is actually quite interesting if you think about it. Using your mind a comparison to as a suitcase, taking things out if you don't need them and only putting things in when you need to. The third goal is prioritizing. So this kind of relates to the second one, where you only prioritize what you need. So you might have 20 items on your list that you need to complete that day, but actually cross out what you don't need to complete that day and only take out the things that you need to do. Work is never ending. School is never ending. There's no end to it, and so tell yourself what you need to complete that day, and write down the things that you can extend, that you can delay, that you can say to yourself, oh, okay, I can leave these things until next month. I can leave these things until next week. So really prioritize your task, and that way you feel that you don't need to complete it all at once. And also remember to say no. Saying no it's not a rude thing if you think about it, because for example, if you're at work and your boss comes to you and says, hey Angela, like I want you to do these things, but you already have XYZ on your plate. So letting them know that you already have enough on your plate. Explain why you can't take another task. Explain why you can't complete it. If they give you a deadline and say, oh, I need it by tomorrow, tell them saying, I'm sorry, but I really can't make it for tomorrow. Is it okay if I give it to you by the end of the week? Sometimes you just need to justify your points, and actually let your boss know that sometimes you cannot do it. We're all human beings. We're not robots. We don't work, at a fast pace. So sometimes you just need to speak up and tell them, I'm sorry, but I really can't accomplish this by tomorrow. I need some time. And let them know that, if it's okay for you to give it to them within 2 days, by the end of the week. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to ask. So these are the goals that I would use and I want to share within this lesson plan. So it's very important as a rationale to use these, because I feel that stress management is a day-to-day thing that creates obstacles, creates challenge, creates issue for people. And because of our lives going through either with work, school, family, all sorts of issues, we all have our own problems. We just need to learn how to cope with these problems. We just need to learn how to cope with the stress management in order for us to have a clear mind, for us to say, sometimes it's okay, just breathe. Really, breathing is a very good technique because sometimes when we think too much, when we do too much, we forget to breathe. And I find that breathing is a very good technique to calm our minds off. Sometimes it just takes that 1 second, 2 seconds just to stay and relax and just calm yourself and just breathe and just tell yourself it's going to be okay. So this is the week 10 lesson plan. And so next week, I will be doing lesson 11, which is the second lesson. I will be talking about the stimulus and evocation. So hope to get your feedback with this, and feel free to leave any comments. So we will see you all next week. Have a good day.